This is what I want to see. I want to see Nick Diaz versus Conor McGregor. That's what I want to see. I want to see that more than I want to see anything in life.
I wish I had something to say about that.
I want to see more than I want to see the Aurora Borealis, more than I want to go to the Keck Observatory in Hawaii and revisit the Milky Way, more than I want to see any of those things. I want to see Nick Diaz versus Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Nick Diaz.
Conor McGregor had a...
We had one more. Now, we're going to go ahead and throw it back to Joe Rogan's podcast.
Wow!
Rogan. Now, I am a I don't know if you've witnessed any of Joe Rogan's podcasts, but they are always very interesting. Always a class act, that guy is. But he stated that he wants to see Nick Diaz versus Conor McGregor.
Nick Diaz.
Not Nate. We're not talking about Nate. We're not talking about surprise, motherfucker. We're not talking about him. We are talking about Nate, his older brother, the guy who fought Anderson Silva. That is who we are talking about here.
Now, in regards to that, we're talking about Nick Diaz, obviously a class fighter. Obviously, we know the Diaz brothers are just straight brawlers. I mean, they're as real as it comes. They get nothing but respect. You know that. I know that. Blanco knows that. At the end of the day, he's just a bigger man. We've seen what it was for Conor McGregor to actually be pushed to his limits because of the weight. I personally believe Conor McGregor is a spectacular athlete. They don't think like he thinks. They don't move like he does. And he actually is persistent with getting what he wants. But at the end of the day, when you go up against a man who weighs a lot more than you, that's a brawler, that's up in your face. Yeah. I mean, how do you feel about that?
I feel like this fight is a bad decision. First and foremost, Conor McGregor had difficulties even making 170. He didn't even make 170 at that. When he weighed in, he was 168. So let's put that in perspective. We are talking about someone who is coming from a middleweight. And not only that, but Nick Diaz is a better fighter overall than Nate Diaz.
Yeah, he's the bigger brother. Nate actually got in because of Nick's, persistence and passion for the actual fight game. So at the end of it all, you got to think about it. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Blanco?
I don't think it makes sense. I feel like Conor McGregor, he can't go ahead and jump up in weight and keep getting bags fighting both of them. He can't take that because, as you guys know, it does weaken your jaw. I feel like that fight, take that out. That fight is nonsense. He should not be going up that. He should not be touching 170 again, to be honest.
So actually, when you guys see this, let us know what you think.
And yeah, so just go ahead and leave a comment down below informing us what you guys think Conor McGregor's next opportunity should be. Me and Blanco here, we're leaning toward Eddie Alvarez and Conor McGregor for the two-time champion.
So at the end of the day, speak your mind with Blanco and Blanco.
3, 2, 1.
This is Speak Your Mind with Blanco and
Blanco here.
And today we're here to talk about the notorious Conor McGregor. What's next for Conor McGregor? Well, Blanco, what are some things you're thinking about?
Well, several topics that we will be hitting here is what several people have talked about. So if you guys stay tuned into Joe Rogan's Joe Rogan, that's a Rogan. That's a Rogan. All right, so 3, 2, 1.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
You gonna come in and say
No, we can. I'll just clip it.
Oh, okay.
That's right. 3, 2, 1.
Are you gonna keep talking?
No,
What are we doing?
we just went. You're just gonna start it from there. Like when
You were talking and then we stopped.
Motherfucker, let's just fucking cut that.
Let's reset the whole thing.
Shit!
Alright.
Can you bring this down a little bit? Because they're like really short. Bring it down.
We look short.
Oh, we look short on there?
Yeah, like
We look like
tilt
fucking
it down. Can you
We look like fucking Jose Aldo.
That way, when he's walking in, you can see his arms actually doing. Because all you see is his shoulders like this.
We look like fucking Jose Aldos and shit.
Alright, if I go right
Looking
here.
like that. Actually, I like that camera angle. Honestly, right there. I think that's a better camera. Is that the same camera angle that we were doing?
No,
yeah.
This is different. No, this is different.
Does that camera make
This looks different.
Yeah.
This looks
it's zoomed in a little, isn't it?
I won't even do it. I won't even. Should I just walk into the screen like?
Yeah. I see your chest up.
Yeah.
Show your tits. Alright.
There you go. Show the
Are you
magnets
gonna
one there.
stand here and just walk up to it and just show your